Elon Musk and OpenAI started as a team with one goal: to keep AI open and transparent and to stop Google's dominance. But now, lawsuits, accusations, and a messy breakup are rewriting that story. Stick around to uncover the fallout, the ethics, and why this saga is redefining AI dope.
Okay, so picture this, right? You got so Silicon Valley's biggest names, but they're not celebrating under a tech win or anything. No, they're huddled together, kind of consumed by this shared fear.
Oh.
Yeah, this fear that Google's going to become like an all-powerful AI overlord,
Wow.
That's how OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, actually started. We're going deep into their origin story today. And it's a story about ambition and fear and, a very messy public breakup, too.
Sounds juicy.
It is. We've got these recently unearthed emails between, Elon Musk and Sam Altman.
Original founders.
Yeah, exactly. And let me tell you, these emails are like digital time capsules.
Yeah.
They show us their motivations and all the tension from the very beginning.
So, starting from the start, what's fascinating is how their initial vision was rooted in this almost apocalyptic fear.
Right.
They thought Google's AI would become so powerful, so dominant, it would basically control everything.
And that's where that 2015 email from Sam Altman to Musk comes in.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading that one.
He's been thinking a lot about whether it's even possible to stop humanity from developing AI. And if it's going to happen anyway, it seems like it would be good for someone other than Google to do it first.
It's wild. They were basically looking at this potential dystopia and decided to create their own force,
A champion for a different AI future.
Exactly.
Right.
They saw OpenAI as this counterweight, a force for good in the AI world.
Oh.
It wasn't just about competing with Google. They wanted to make sure AI development stayed open and transparent and that it would, ultimately benefit everyone.
Benefit humanity.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But, building a company to rival Google, especially in AI, that takes some serious brain power.
For sure.
And that's where, the real drama starts. It becomes this battle for talent.
Oh, yeah. The competition for the top AI researchers was crazy. OpenAI was going head-to-head with Google's DeepMind, trying to get the best minds in the field.
Right, massive salaries, insane perks. And they were offering the chance to work on stuff that could, literally change the world. And there's this story about Ilya Sutskever, a leading AI researcher. He apparently turned down offers many times higher than what OpenAI was giving him.
Really?
Yeah. It makes you wonder, what made those researchers choose OpenAI? Was it the mission? Was it the money? Maybe a little bit of both?
Probably a combo, right. The money was good, no doubt, but that appeal of OpenAI's mission was a big thing. These researchers, they weren't just looking for a paycheck. They wanted to be part of something groundbreaking, something good.
Yeah, they wanted to make a difference.
Hey, want our free AI dope top AI tools that we use? Chat below. It's our live Google Sheets packed with over 100 killer tools: video, music, photos, AI voices, productivity, script writing, YouTube hacks, captions, the works. Always growing. Live Google Sheet. Always free. AI, dope top AI tools that we use. Download and chat below. Back to the show.
So we have this idealistic vision, a fierce competition for talent, and then, a ton of money starts pouring into AI research. And that's where things get a little more complicated. OpenAI needed more funding, to keep up with Google and everyone else, and that led them to create this for-profit arm of the company.
Yeah, that was a big move. I mean, it's essential for them to survive, really. Developing AI like that, it takes huge computing power, lots of resources, and that costs a lot of money.
Sure.
By becoming partly for-profit, they could attract investors, generate revenue, and all that helps fuel their research.
But it did introduce a new kind of tension too, right? Now they had to balance their initial mission, that open and accessible AI, with, the demands of a for-profit business. And that tension, let me tell you, it's going to explode as we go deeper into this story. We're talking power struggles, accusations flying back and forth, and even a lawsuit. Remember those emails we mentioned?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they start to show the cracks in this seemingly, unified front.
Yeah, things definitely got more complicated as OpenAI grew and started getting all that funding.
Yeah.
Especially after making that for-profit part, you know. The whole dynamic between Musk and the others, especially Altman, really started to change.
Right, because Musk, we all know he's ambitious, right? He's all about that drive. Well, he made it known he wanted to be CEO of OpenAI.
I see.
But that sparked some serious concern. Remember how they were all scared of, A Google-style AI dictatorship?
Yeah.
Well, some people inside OpenAI, they started to worry that Musk himself could become too powerful.
Oh, wow.
Like, what if he steered AI in a direction that just benefited him, you know?
I mean, it's not totally out there, is it? Musk does have a certain reputation. Right?
Exactly. And the tension, it's all right there in these emails, black and white. There's this exchange between Musk and Greg Brockman and Ilya Sutskever. They're basically telling him straight up, the goal of OpenAI is to make the future good and to avoid an AGI dictatorship.
AGI dictatorship.
Yeah.
That's a pretty scary thought, right? Like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Right. But it was something those founders were genuinely worried about. This idea that one super intelligent AI could just control everything, information, decisions, you name it, and humans would basically lose their autonomy.
Makes sense.
And on top of all that, Musk was getting increasingly frustrated with OpenAI, thinking they were falling behind DeepMind. There's this email he sends to Altman. He says, "I will no longer fund OpenAI until you have made a firm commitment to stay, or I'm just being a fool who is essentially providing free funding for you to create a startup."
Oof. Yeah, that sounds like things were breaking down.
It was getting messy.
Yeah.
And that frustration, well, it led Musk to try and take over OpenAI completely. He wanted control, wanted to call the shots.
Wow.
But the other founders, they rejected his takeover attempt.
Ouch. That must have stung.
Oh, it totally did. That was like a turning point for OpenAI. Soon after that, Musk leaves the board completely, cuts all ties with the company he helped start.
So then what happened?
Well, Musk leaving left a big hole, obviously.
Yeah.
But it also kind of opened the door for a whole new partnership that would like totally change OpenAI's path.
And who was this new partner?
Microsoft.
Ah, Microsoft.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right. Remember how OpenAI needed like a ton of resources to build their AI? Well, Microsoft was ready and willing. They pumped in billions of dollars, gave them the computing power they desperately needed.
That's a game changer.
Huge game changer. That partnership gave OpenAI everything they needed to like accelerate their research, which led to some big breakthroughs.
Like ChatGPT.
Yeah, exactly, ChatGPT. But this partnership, it wasn't all sunshine and roses.
Oh,
Musk, he was not happy about it at all.
really? Why not?
He was worried that OpenAI was becoming too dependent on Microsoft, that they might lose sight of their original mission. He even said he would feel nauseous about promoting Microsoft's AI tools.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, it was. For Musk, it wasn't just about like philosophical differences either. He was worried about Microsoft using their power to stifle competition in the AI world, give them this unfair advantage.
Right, because if one company or even a small group controls all the most advanced AI, it could really limit access for everyone else. And that's not good for innovation. Creates an uneven playing field.
Exactly. So you have Musk leaving OpenAI, voicing all these concerns publicly. And then fast forward to today, he's actually suing them.
Suing them?
Yeah, suing OpenAI. He's claiming they violated their original nonprofit agreement by getting too focused on making money, putting profits over their mission. He says it goes against everything OpenAI was supposed to stand for.
I mean, I can see his point, but it does seem a bit ironic, doesn't it? He was worried about one big company controlling AI, and now OpenAI, with Microsoft's help, has become pretty powerful itself.
Exactly. It's like who watches the Watchmen, right? And the story doesn't even end there. Musk, maybe because he just can't help himself, went and founded his own AI company.
Oh, really? What's it called?
XAI.
XAI, interesting.
And he says XAI is going to develop AI in a more transparent and ethical way. You know, the way he thinks it should be done.
So now he's a direct competitor. This is getting pretty wild.
It is. But what does it all mean, right? This whole fight between Musk and OpenAI, it's not just some personal drama.
No, it's bigger than that.
It's a battle for the future of AI. A fight over who decides how this incredibly powerful technology is going to be developed, controlled, and used. And that's what I want to ask you. As AI keeps getting more advanced, who do you think should be in charge? Should it be developed openly, collaboratively? Or do we need stricter rules to make sure it's not misused?
Yeah, it's wild, right? How this all began with like this hopeful vision, you know, that they wanted AI to help humanity. And now it's turned into this public showdown all about control and clashing philosophies. The whole OpenAI saga and Musk's role in it, I mean, it raises so many questions about what's next for AI, you know?
It really is kind of ironic, isn't it? They created OpenAI because they were afraid of one company having too much power, mainly Google. And now look, OpenAI, especially with Microsoft backing them, Well, they've become pretty powerful themselves.
Exactly. It's like, who's keeping them in check? And now you have Musk, who was a founder, remember, criticizing and competing with them. He's saying his company, XAI, will do things differently. But is that even possible now? Has AI already gone too far down this road? That's the big question, right? AI development is moving so fast, with all this money and competition pushing it forward. The real challenge is, how do we handle this rapid progress, this evolution, and still make sure AI benefits everyone?
We've talked a lot about Musk's side of things, his concerns. But it's only fair to look at the other side too, right? OpenAI, even with all this drama, has done some pretty amazing stuff. They've really pushed the boundaries of what AI can do. Look at ChatGPT, their language model. It's incredible. And they're making big strides in other areas like robotics, image generation, all that.
That's true. They've done some impressive work. And you have to give them credit for trying to, democratize AI, make it more accessible. They've made some of their tools and resources open source, so anyone can use them, build on them.
And OpenAI argues that Microsoft has been crucial to their success. Without Microsoft's resources, they wouldn't have been able to achieve all this. They still claim that their mission is the same, to make sure artificial general intelligence helps all of humanity.
But of course, that raises the question of, well, what does helping all of humanity actually mean? It's a great goal, but how do you actually do that? There's no easy answer, and different people will have different ideas about what that looks like.
And that's where it gets really interesting, right? As AI gets more powerful, more integrated into our lives, these questions about who controls it, who has access to it, and how it's developed ethically, they become even more important. This isn't just an abstract debate anymore, it's affecting the real world.
Yeah, no doubt. Think about how AI could change things like healthcare, education, finance, even transportation. The people in control of those powerful AI systems, they're going to have a huge impact on those industries, on who benefits from all this.
It's a good reminder that technology, it's never neutral. It reflects the values of the people who create it, the decisions they make. And as we go deeper into this age of AI, it's crucial that we, as a society, have a voice in shaping its future.
The OpenAI story, it's like a cautionary tale, but also maybe a source of hope. It shows how important transparency is, how important ethical considerations are, and why we need to keep talking about AI's role in society. We can't just let it happen. We have to be active participants. And if you want another AI dope deep dive, check this next video and ask yourself, how lucky are we to live in these AI dope times?